but we have a happy.
This father and son duo came from North Carolina to see tonight's game. Diego is a Warrior fan. Dad, not so much.
We're getting along so far because everything's going my way. Too big, too strong. Really need the crowd behind us. That's why I'm here, to give us that extra boost and get us over the hump. Take total control tonight.
We're coming back tonight. We're going to tie it up 2-2, go back to Golden State, then 3-2, and then we're going to control the series.
This is former Chicago Bear Desmond Clark. And y'all hear me on many podcasts, but when y'all hear me on Pick'em Pros, y'all know it's all about family. This ain't just business.
Dolores, Jordan.
I pick 'em like a pro, global Tron ball, talking pick and roll. We gon' up the score, touchdown, this is not field goal. We the winning team champions when you walk through the hall. You can place your bet with us, cause you know we gon' win them all. I pick 'em like a pro, global Tron ball, talking pick and roll. We gon' up the score, touchdown, this is not field goal. We the winning team champions when you walk through the hall. You can place your bet with us, cause you know we gon' win them all. Yeah, this is a major play. We do it big in a major way. Diego be having the pick of the day. Here we come, don't care if you ready. We them boys, the gold is heavy. Top picks like cheese, no shredded. Number one is where we headed. I'm a grizzly and bear like Desmond. I'm a Steeler, no saint, no reverend. Making plays is our profession. Do it big, it's now or never. I got game like I'm moving clever. We be reaching all different levels. Never breaking, we hitting the pedal. Right on time, we riding on schedule. I pick 'em like a pro, global Tron ball, talking pick and roll. We gon' up the score, touchdown, this is not field goal. We the winning team champions when you walk through the hall. You can place your bet with us, cause you know we gon' win them all. I pick 'em like a pro, global Tron ball, talking pick and roll. We gon' up the score, touchdown, this is not field goal. We the winning team champions when you walk through the hall. You can place your bet with us, cause you know we gon' win them all. Yeah. Come join the winning team. Winner circle. Pick 'em pros.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. You know who it is. I am Derrick Thompson.
I'm Diego Thompson.
And who are we?
We're the Pick'em Pros.
We are the Pick'em Pros coming at you live from Raleigh, North Carolina in Kings in front of a great audience. What's up, y'all? Man, thank you so much for coming out. This is episode 129. Been doing this for 3 years. We got a packed, sold-out crowd. And everybody's clamoring to get these VIP tickets that we're going to give away tonight. So who's going to win? Who's going to win the tickets? Man, this is going to be great. We're going to be in the box. How was that box, Diego?
It was great. Great experience.
Man, great experience. All you can eat. Man, we had like 4 meals yesterday.
Yeah.
Watching March Madness. So they had to roll us out of there. Diet went all the way out the window. And, yeah, we had a great time. So we cannot wait to spend tomorrow afternoon with somebody here in the audience, and it's going to be a great, great time. We've got Duke. Who's Duke playing, Diego?
Baylor.
Ooh, Duke.
They're going to beat him, but it'll be fun to see.
Really? Are you sure about that?
Yeah, they're going to beat him by at least 20, maybe even 30.
Okay. All right. For your sake, I hope so. Yep. And then we've got Florida. Who's Florida playing?
They play UConn.
Ooh, that's
going to
be good. Ooh, that's going to be good. We've got the current back-to-back champion facing the last team that went back-to-back. So that's going to be phenomenal. So we cannot wait to see that. But how you doing, man?
Doing good. Duke won by 45, I think. So doing good.
All right.
Yeah. On the road to the Natty.
All right. Yeah, did a little something. That was impressive. It was great to see Cooper Flagg. We got to see him in person. So that was fantastic. But ooh, man, Florida looked different. Hey, that's something different right there, man.
We're not worried about Florida.
They look, man, those some grown men out there playing, man.
We have more talent.
Okay, you have more talent. Well, we're gonna see. I would love to see that matchup, but they've got to get past Houston though, because Houston is my squad.
Florida got to get past UConn UConn stuff.
Hey, Duke's got to get past Baylor.
That's not.
That's not the same thing.
Yeah.
All right, okay. Well, man, what's your analysis on the tournament so far, man? What's going on with the tournament?
I think it's been a good tournament. Been a few upsets. Had McNeasy, Drake, Arkansas is playing really well.
Yeah,
I think it's been a good tournament.
Okay. Yeah, man. I had St. John's, and I took a dive with that one. So
I had Arkansas.
Yeah. You got lucky on that one, but that's okay. All I need is Houston to come back at the end. That's all that matters. As long as you pick the national champion, which we all know I'm gonna do, then I'm good. I'm gonna win the raffle.
Got to get past Duke in the Final Four first.
Okay, we are gonna see. We're gonna see. Well, we have a loaded show for you. We have some amazing guests today. Let me go ahead and just run down our guest list for you. So we have Miss Dolores D. Todd here in the building. Wow, we're gonna introduce her in a minute properly. So she is a legend, and we cannot wait for you to learn about all that she has done. So we can't wait to have her. We have Mr. Tyler Jones from NC State. Put your hands together for him. Yes, star player out of NC State, now is recruiting for State. We cannot wait to talk to him. We've got, we always have our rising star. So we have Miss Olivia here, live under par. Put your hands together for her. Rising golf star, sophomore, doing big things, winner of the Under Armour tournament and many other things. So we can't wait to have her. She's a returning guest. So you're big time when you're a returning guest on Pick 'em Pro.
Yeah.
You're doing big things there. We have, oh my goodness, we have the former director of marketing for Duke Athletics. Yes, we have Miss Kelly in the building. Put your hands together. We got Duke in the building. Yes, we're so excited. And man, we have a special, another special guest at the end who's actually going to draw. So this is International Women's Month, and we want to acknowledge all of our women, celebrate them for all their accomplishments. So we have a star-studded lineup, especially of our women here tonight. And we're going to end it with an inspirational story of a local high school entrepreneur who's doing big things. Lexy's Bussin' Bacon is here, and she is actually going to pull the name of the winner. So I know you can't wait to have her. And then we've got Mr. Chucc Global. Chucc Global's back in the building all the way from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, is going to drop a few tracks for us. So great fire show. All right. Well, you ready to get into it, man?
Ready. Let's go.
All right, let's go. Let's get into it. So let me read the bio here. All right, because we have a lot to read here for Miss Dolores D. Todd. So today we have an incredible honor of welcoming a true trailblazer in the world of athletics and sports administration. Dolores D. Todd, throughout her groundbreaking career, has shattered barriers, broken records, and paved the way for so many who came after her. Let's take a moment and recognize a few of her historic achievements. First Black woman head coach at Northwestern University. Put your hands together. First Black head coach in any sport in ACC history when she took over Georgia Tech's women's track and field team. Okay. First female and Black assistant commissioner of the ACC. All right. First woman ever appointed to the NCAA Division I baseball committee. I got more. First African-American woman to appear on the Kellogg's cornflakes box, y'all. Come on now, becoming a national symbol of athletic excellence. First female athletic director at North Carolina A&T. Yes, so many. A mentor, advocate, and champion for equality. Her influence in the world of sports is unmatched. Legacy continues to inspire many future generations. We have never had a standing ovation for someone to be introduced, but I think this is time. If you are able, please stand on your feet and welcome Miss Dolores D. Todd. Wow. Welcome. Yes. It is great to have you here. We've had the pleasure of dining and breaking bread with you a few times. So not only are you an amazing cook, mentor, but you also recommend amazing food establishments. So we appreciate that.
I get that from my son.
Yes. So I'm going to go ahead and start off here. Again, we have to acknowledge you being on the cover of Cornflakes in 1980. That was, I know that was tremendous, but just tell us how that moment shaped your visibility and influence. Just tell us a little more about how that happened.
Okay, well, I have been fortunate enough to be lucky. I had been a high school track and field coach on the south side of Chicago. And I had also done some modeling, sort of on the side. And I was one of the 5 women that introduced Fashion Fair Cosmetics. And that was my big promo.
Wow.
So it was the year of the Olympics, 1980, and which U.S. ended up boycotting. But the Kellogg's people called and asked my agent. They said, "Isn't that lady a coach?" And they said, "Yeah." And they said, "Well, we want to put her on the Kellogg's box." And that's how it happened.
That's how it happened. Wow, historic. Yes. When I met your son, when he showed me that, I was just blown away. And so fortunate to now be in your presence and be able to share your story with many others. So it's something that everybody needs to know, all that you have achieved. So Diego, I'm going to kick it to you, man.
Okay, well, can you tell us about how you brought women's college sports to live TV?
Absolutely. One of the things, when I was hired at the ACC, I was hired to actually build the brand for women's basketball. But along with that, I had 23 other sports that I was responsible for. But basketball was my main one. So we were in Fayetteville, North Carolina at the time. That was our first tournament that I did. And then we moved from there to Rock Hill. And from Rock Hill, we moved to Independence Arena in Charlotte. But going back to the Fayetteville one, it was just not a good situation. And I kind of inherited it. But I had gone to a couple of the men's tournaments and saw all the things that they had that the women didn't have. And so I started calling friends of mine that were doctors, dentists, just to come and volunteer and just give us that presence at the tournament. So we ended up moving to Independence. No, we moved to Rock Hill. And we were not getting live TV. We were getting tape delay. So when you do tape delay, it's shown like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning or whenever it was convenient. So I was in a room and with the producers, and I was begging for live TV for women's basketball. And they listened to me and basically told me, the producer said, "Well, we don't want to spend all that money to see a bunch of women running up and down the floor looking like men." So I kept my eyes down because I knew if I looked up, I'd probably cut them. And so I went on and I listened. So finally they said, "Okay, I'll tell you what, we're going to give you one live game. It's going to be on a Monday night at 6 o'clock. And that was going to be our game. Now, Monday, coming out of Charlotte, going home, Monday night, 6 o'clock, not real prime time. But as fate would have it, the infamous Don Staley was playing for the University of Virginia, and Virginia had been 1 and 2 in the nation that whole time. Long story short, we went into 3 overtimes, and they couldn't start the Colonial Men's Basketball Championship. Was due to start at 8, but they couldn't break away from us. So we ended up getting 6 live games because they realized just how big women's basketball was. So that was my take.
Wow. Wow, that's fantastic. That's fantastic.
Now, how did you bring 3 officials to the women's college basketball game?
I was at a game at University of North Carolina. I was sitting in the end zone, and Marion Jones, who I already knew who she was because I'm a track person, she inbounded the ball and beat the ball to the receiver. I was like, 2 people can't do this. The men already had 3, and they had a 35-second clock. We had 2 with a 30-second clock. So myself and my counterpart at the Southeastern Conference decided we would push the nation to move to 3-person officiating for women's basketball. We brought the proposal to all of the women commissioners, and one of them said, well, we're going to 3-person over my dead body. We don't want to spend that extra money. So Pat and I went back, and the ACC and the SEC went with it. And by the end of the first month, the whole nation went to 3-person officiating crews for women's basketball. And the lady who said that they would go over her dead body got up the next year and said, you're now looking at a dead person.
Wow. So while you, again, have done so much and have moved mountains, and your leadership, you know, you're clearly an amazing leader. But how has that evolved over your career, or are there any nuggets that you can share with our audience as far as leadership? We have a lot of aspiring leaders here in the audience today.
Well, I think to be a good leader, you have to be a student of the sport. You have to be willing to help other people. I've always said that it's easier to reach out and reach back and bring somebody along with you. And to lead, you have to be someone that someone would like to follow. And you share and mentor them and give them, you know, all the things that they need, and hopefully they will accept those.
Okay. Oh, wow. Wow. Well, I tell you what, we have a question from the audience. We're going to go ahead and take their question. So thank you.
Hello, I am Maria, and I own a women's flag football league here in Raleigh, North Carolina, Baller's Choice Sports. And I want to know what advice you would give to other women becoming leaders in sports as far as the challenges in the male-dominated industry.
Thank you for that question. Actually, I am really a fan of flag football, and I love to see women just, if you have a sport that's emerging, like flag football, they need people like you who are willing to bring that along, and you just have to get out there and do the right thing. And sometimes it's not popular, but you have to do the right thing. So being a leader is not something I think you learn. You either have it or you don't. Yeah.
All right. Okay. And we have another question. Yes.
Hi there. Hi. So coming from a university setting, I know that oftentimes we have athletic directors that are in place, but they also teach. So did you teach a course?
No.
You were? Okay.
Actually, in Division I, for the most part, particularly when you're in the major conferences like the ACC, SEC, Big Ten, so forth, coaches do not have to teach. And athletic directors, maybe at some of the lower level, and that's not any offense, but some of the maybe the lower level Division I may have to teach. But right now, most people don't have to teach.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. All right. Okay. We'll take more from the audience a little later, but Diego, we'll kick it back to you.
With over 50 years in athletics, which achievement or moment are you proud of most?
Oh boy.
That's tough.
Wow, that's a loaded question. I don't know. I was the first African American female to be the president of the then National Association of Collegiate Athletic Administrators. It was for women. And this was back in 1996. And at the time, I was the only female of color in that organization. My goal was to bring more African American women or minority women into the organization. There are now over 500, including the athletic director at Duke. She is now the new president of NACWA. It's now called Women Leaders in Sports. So it encompasses not only college, but all levels. And I have my shirt on.
Yes.
And so I think that's one of my big accomplishments.
All right. And so, but being March Madness right now, everyone is heavily involved with or excited about college. And of course, with the ACC, unfortunately, we only have Duke left. Although we like Duke, we only have Duke left in the ACC. But could you tell us about, I've heard you talk about Jimmy V in the past, and just how him and maybe some others have helped you break barriers, and just how it takes more than just one, how you need other people to help you move mountains. Can you maybe perhaps share that story and just talk a little bit about those that have helped you achieve greatness?
Well, absolutely. When I was introduced as the assistant commissioner for the Atlantic Coast Conference, it was here in Raleigh at NC State. The room was full of athletic directors and faculty reps. They were all white men. When they introduced me, the commissioner introduced me, who happened to be the father of the current athletic director at NC State, Boo Corrigan. His father, Eugene Corrigan, was actually the one that hired me. And when I came to the ACC, he sat me down and he said, Dee, before you, the ACC stood for All Caucasian Conference. He said, we just changed that, didn't we? And I said, yes. And so as I was introduced, I got a standing ovation, some of them reluctantly, but they stood anyway, and gave me a standing ovation and welcomed me to the conference. Well, Jimmy V came up to me and he says, listen, it's very important to us that you're successful, because your success is our success. And if there's anything that any of us could do, please reach out and contact us, because we want you to be successful. So that was my first meeting of Jimmy V, and he was a wonderful person, just a great guy. And that meant so much to me.
Yes. Yeah. I love hearing that. Thank you for sharing that. So I have one last question for you. And so we've seen a lot of growth in women's sports, and with WNBA and NCAA, and a lot of that is because of you. Could you tell us what excites you the most about what has happened in women's sports? And is there anything that still needs to improve, or what would you like to call out that still needs to improve?
Wow. It just makes me smile when I see so many women involved in sports at the higher level. One of the people that I'm really proud of is Dawn Staley.
Oh, yes.
Dawn Staley was like my favorite, and when she was playing for Virginia. But I knew that she was going to be a good coach, because we were at the Final Four. Virginia was in the final game. Her coach called timeout. She tells them what to do. On the way back on the floor, Dawn is saying, and you go here, you go. Dawn was coaching then. So she is a brilliant basketball mind. I'm so proud of her. And she's probably the one that I'm most proud of.
Yeah. Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, love that. And she's my idol. We were interviewed recently, and I was asked, okay, who would you want on the most out of anybody? If you could have any current person in sports, and I said Dawn Staley. So
I just want to add, she would come to the women's Final Four and come up behind me and put her hands around my eyes, and I would say, that must be somebody short like me. That must be Dawn Staley. Because we're about the same height.
Yes. All right. Well, it was a pleasure having you here. We love hearing the stories. I know many people in the audience are going to want to talk to you afterwards. There are going to be many pictures. So please stick around, because there's a lot of people that want to meet you here today.
Thank you. And thank you for having me.
All right. Put your hands together for Miss Dolores D. Todd. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, you ready for our next guest? All right. Our next guest is a little something different, okay? So with Pick 'em Pros, not only are we bringing you the hottest sports, but we also are big into music. So as you may have heard in our last show, we were joking and going back and forth about the Cardi album. So that that got a lot of response on social media. But anyhow, have y'all heard the Pick 'em Pro anthem? Pick 'em Pros? Yes, Pick 'em Pro anthem. So the creator and author of the Pick 'em Pro anthem is here in the building, all the way from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. But he's got a few tracks that he's going to perform for us. So, Mr. Chucc Global, why don't you go ahead and grace us with a little bit of music?
Yes, yeah.
All right, come on, crowd. Let's go. Let's get hyped.
Shout out to y'all. Shout out to
Chucc
y'all.
some
Clap
energy.
it up for y'all. Clap it up for y'all real quick. There we go. Thank you for having me. We're going to have a good time. I'm ready when you are.
All right.
Put your hands up. Put your hands up. Put your hands up. I pick them like a pro. Global try ball. Talking pick and roll. We going to up the score. Touchdown. This is not a field goal. We the winning team champions when you walk through the halls. You can place your bet with us because you know we going to win them all. I pick them like a pro. Global try ball. Talking pick and roll. We going to up the score. Touchdown. This is not a field goal. We the winning team champions when you walk through the halls. You can place your bet with us because you know we going to win them all. We're going to slow it down. This song's called Can't Call It. I got an album called Anyone There. It's on all platforms. So if you like this song, you can find it out. Yeah. I need y'all to clap for me. Just put your... Yeah, there we go. We need a clap. Come on. Yeah. I'm going to kick something for y'all. Look. I don't know, I can't call it. What's the topic? I got vision, no optics, and you can't stop this nor the rain. I burn like cellophane. I'm building up my name. These dudes straight trash. Throw them in the drain. Rappers can't compete. There's a difference between them and me. I'm getting to it. That's my only tendency. I'm Luca from the 3 Euro stepping overseas. If you want something from me, my dog, I charge a fee. Cause there ain't stuff free in this world. All I got is my word and naked pics from your. All I accumulate, paid from risks that I take. I'm at the crap table, 25 on hard eights. Yeah, I'm Versace shaded. My dog with me and he nickel plated. Don't say what's up when I know you hate it. Same ones with me, never traded. Destined for Hollywood, don't act famous. Young global blooming around your playlist. Rolling, yeah. I'm collecting my payments. Spanish mamacitas on me, so fly. They wanna have my babies. Got anything you want, anything you need. You can hit me up as long as not for free. Yeah, I gotta charge a fee. Look, it costs a fee just to be with the GLOBE. You know I'm hard body in this life, it don't come east. You can't switch sides and come back, we call that treason. Gotta cut you off, cause in this life, only God I'm pleasing. Knowing I'm the best in this thing, I don't need a reason. It smell like Teen Spirit, it's picture day and I stay cheesing. You take one of mine, I take yours, but we never even. Extreme what I say, but I promise I always mean it. Chalking up my losses, how I still end up undefeated. Moving like a dynasty, Young Global just gonna repeat it. Dudes talk success all day, but they never seen it. Amazed how I move, cause where I'm from, they can't believe it. Yeah. That's just a little something. Clap it up for y'all. Yeah. Look, once again, I go by the name Chucc Global. We're gonna keep it going. Let's give it up for Pick 'em Pros. Let's give it up for Pick 'em Pros real quick. Okay. I'll be back.
All right. Thank you, Chucc. All right. Yes, sir. Bringing you artists as well as these hot fire sports takes. All right. Y'all ready to get back to sports? All right, let's do it. So we have our NFL and NBA analyst, Mr. Christopher Davis, that's going to join us here. We're going to talk a little bit of NFL, and then we're going to bring Tyler Jones on after that. So please put your hands together for Mr. Christopher Davis. What's up, man? What's up? All right.
We the winning team champions when you walk through the hall. You can place your bet with us, cause you know we gon' win them all. Pick 'em like a pro, global trying ball, talking big and roll. We gon' up the score, touchdown, this is not field goal. We the winning team champions when you walk through the hall.
All right, Christopher Davis, aka C Payne. That's right. I need to call you by your real name.
Exactly. You know, do appreciate it. Shout out to you. Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
All right, C Payne, man. So let's get into it. We've got to talk a little bit of NFL before we bring Tyler Jones on here. So first, we're going to kick it to you, and then we're going to go to Diego. All right, who needs an A in this draft? All right, in order to make the NFL playoffs, who's got to get an A to make the playoffs?
All right. So I'm gonna start with my friend's team over here, the New Orleans Saints. Need an A+++ draft because they need something like 2017 because again, a lot of holes in that team, a bunch of aging players, a quarterback who's night and day sometimes. So I definitely think I would say the Saints definitely need an A++ draft for sure.
Saint, they definitely need an A++. I don't even know if an A+++ is going to get them in.
I was about to say.
Yeah, that's what
a lot of work.
Okay, what do you got to say, Diego?
And number one, I'm gonna go with the Bengals because they paid T. Higgins. They got a great offense, but their defense needs a lot of work. That was the reason why they lost as many games as they did.
Okay.
Yes, they need some help everywhere. Corners, D-line, everywhere.
Yeah.
The Cowboys, they also need a lot of help. They can do it, but they just need a lot of help. They don't got no running back. They only have Miles Sanders, and he's not that great. They got CD. CD's good, but they just don't have enough right now.
Okay. Those are good ones. Anybody else, C-Payne?
All right. So my other team is the team that you're picking as a wild card, the Raiders. I think that they need a great draft as well. I don't know, just they need fresh young talent. Pete Carroll is a great coach. Geno Smith is a okay quarterback. So I definitely think that they're a team that needs a solid draft as well.
I like that one. I like that one. Yeah. That is my dark horse pick right there. The Raiders.
Very dark horse, by the way.
Yeah, that is. I own that. You're right about that. Okay. Well, let's go to the Bengals here. Since we were talking about them before, they signed both T. Higgins and Jamar Chase. Burrow, I think he wanted to make sure they had both of those guys. But Diego, was that a mistake to sign both wide receivers to big contracts and not leave much else for the defense and rely so much on the draft?
I definitely think it was because now it doesn't allow them any space in the cap to be able to get players on defense. They got to rely on an A+ draft to make the playoffs.
Right.
The Steelers, they made the playoffs. They have a good team, so they could easily finish third again if they don't put up good numbers on defense.
Right.
So yeah.
Okay. What about you, C-Payne?
Yeah, I think T. Higgins, again, great wide receiver, but him getting paid more than Nico Collins and Terry McLaurin is a bit lofty, and I do think that he's gonna. I understand what Jamar wants to do and keeping his two guys, but I don't know. You do need that offensive side of the ball because that literally cost them game after game last season. So I hope it works out, but I don't think it will.
No. Okay. All right. So I mean they've got a hit in the draft, but I agree with you guys. I think it was a mistake. I would love to see T. Higgins in Carolina. I think
they should have done. They should have just traded him to the Panthers.
Yeah,
best for both sides.
True, but did he want to come to the Panthers?
I think he did. Play with a guy like Bryce Young.
Okay. The ultimate Carolina Panther homer.
I'm not a homer. I'm just a reasonable fan.
Okay, reasonable fan. Well, we're going to check to see if you're a reasonable fan or a homer. So both of you guys, Carolina Panthers, all right, not pulling in the draft. Okay, you can't use the draft as a crutch. Tell me, okay, because you already know how I feel from last week. Okay, rate the Carolina Panthers offseason so far without the draft. Diego,
I would say a C+, B- if I'm being nice.
Okay.
I mean, they added some help to their defensive line, which was good. They got a new starting safety, got a little linebacker help, got Rico Dowdle from the Cowboys. Our run game, but paying JC just kind of messed it all up.
Yeah,
it was just a bad move. He's not that great of a corner to deserve all that money. He's a mid corner, but we could have traded him, got a number one receiver like DK Metcalf or Devontae Adams or whoever, and then maybe got another draft pick. That was just bad.
Okay, so be clear. So what was it again? It was you said about 3 different grades.
I said C+ draft, C+ off season, B-.
C-.
I was being nice.
Okay, all right, okay. So that sounds like you kind of agreeing with what I said last week, but that's okay. You guys were kind of clutching your pearls when I said it was an awful offseason so far. Okay,
That's crazy.
how about you, C-Pain?
All right, I said a B- for me personally.
B-?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I would say, look, wait, it's not like I'm giving them like an A+. Like, it wasn't great. I'm saying defensive line depth, getting another running back to take some carries off of Chuba is good, but we need wide receiver help, and I did want a bigger name on defense. I'm not gonna lie. And hearing Milton Williams say, "Hey, the Patriots winning," that definitely hurt. So I do think that the draft we definitely need to hit on, but yeah, it's a B-. Good depth pieces, but not like a star splash signing. So we'll see what happens.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, appreciate your analysis. So we're gonna go ahead and bring Tyler Jones on here in a minute because, for one, want to get his take on some of the topics that were mentioned on the NFL, but then we have a number of questions to ask him about his collegiate career, his path to the NFL, and also recruiting and what it takes to be a star player at the collegiate level. So y'all ready to have Tyler Jones join us? All right. Okay. Well, put your hands together for Mr. Tyler Jones. All right, we got Tyler in the building. How you doing, man?
I'm good. How you doing?
Yes, good. So, see, Diego, man, see this is the size of those defensive linemen, man. That'll be coming after you in a couple years, man. Yeah. See, we notice you're not looking at him. All right, Tyler. So Tyler, man, we talked about a couple of things here. I know you follow the NFL heavily. How would you rate the Carolina Panthers offseason so far without the draft, leaning on the draft?
I kind of agree. Say probably about a B-.
Okay.
C+.
Okay.
I think they kind of did what they had to do with J.C. Horn. If you watch the cornerbacks that came after him, they got paid. The numbers were kind of crazy. So
yeah,
they got ahead of the game with that one. Okay. But yeah.
Okay. So that's the market. The market's the market.
Market's the market.
All right.
Market's the market.
Yeah. And I know you want to see the players get paid.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. All right. With Diego, you gonna kick us off, man?
Oh yeah. So what was your favorite memory playing at NC State?
Go Pack. A lot of people would say you would think it would be the games, but for me, it's more so hanging out in the locker room and kind of going back to the apartments and to the dorms and kind of hanging out and just kicking it with the guys, being around the guys, being around the teammates and stuff like that. Those are probably some of the better memories you get while you're in school. And then obviously we had some pretty good fun games. Top 15 matchup against Lamar Jackson after he won the Heisman that year. Probably 2017. That was probably the best game I've probably been a part of. So.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Wow. Oh yeah. I bet that was some. We'll have a follow up on that in a minute. So yeah.
So you spent time in the NFL playing with the practice squads. What was the experience like, and how does the practice squad compare to being on an active roster?
So I went back and forth. My first year I was full practice squad, and then the last 3 I was between practice squad and being active.
Gotcha.
So the biggest difference is it's obviously the pay, and then when you're on the practice squad, any other team can pick you up at any point in time.
Okay.
So the team you're practicing with has the rights to your contract, but let's just say the Panthers wanted me to come in.
More of the mic.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, a little better. Yeah.
Better?
Yeah. Thank you.
Let's just say the Panthers were in a need for an offensive lineman or something like that. They can pick me up off that team, and I will be, immediately be able to go to that team.
Yes, sir. All right. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
it's pretty hectic.
Yeah. So what was the biggest transition? I know you get asked this a lot, but the biggest transition from college to the NFL?
I would say the team that I went to was all the way in Colorado, which is 2 time zones away.
Yes.
I mean, you kind of get used to being at school or being wherever you are in that town, kind of just adjusting to the new environment. And obviously some of those guys are up there. They have families, you know what I'm saying? They're paying mortgages. They have kids. Mostly everybody on the college team, you just going back to the dorms, playing the game, watching TV.
Right.
You know, you have time to hang out with everybody individually, but on that level, you realize that these are adults and this is their job. It's no longer just I'm playing football just to play football.
Okay. Yeah, I can definitely see that.
Yeah.
Who was the toughest player you ever had to play against, college or pros?
In college, obviously, I would say my best friend, Bradley Chucc. Obviously, just because we went against each other every day. But in the pros, I would say Von Miller was obviously the most difficult person to go against for sure. Yeah. He's a different cat.
Yes.
In the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
No, Panthers fans, we know that also.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that one. Sorry about that one.
All right. So, as a recruiter for NC State, what do you look for in high school athletes? What qualities make someone stand out?
It's a lot, man. It kind of just depends on what you're looking for. There's different traits in every player and different traits in every position that you look for that position or for that player. You know what I mean? The general thing that we look for is people who fit into the culture of the team, because you can bring somebody in who could be super talented, but if they have a terrible attitude, you know, it spreads really quickly amongst the team. They're quick to bring people down with them, which, you know, brings down the temperature of the team, which causes you to lose games, which is kind of what we dealt with this past season. We had some bad apples in there and we couldn't shake it. So that's what I would say mostly. We're looking for people who are good people and people who will come in and do the work and, you know, not play around and just be here to joke and kid and stuff like that.
Understood. All right.
Okay. So Tyler, my wife tells me that I would have made it to the NFL if I had played football. So let's say I played football and star player as everybody knows I would have been a star player. So since it's your recruiter, right? If you're recruiting a player of my there we go. if you're recruiting a player of my talent, right? How would you get me to come to NC State?
Well, first we would try to sell you on the fact you're from Raleigh, correct? Or North Carolina?
I'm originally from Chicago, but yes, but I've been here since high school. I've been here, so yeah.
Well, we would try to sell you on the fact that we would be in your backyard.
Okay.
Obviously, we would try to get you to stay close to home. We would sell you on the fact that we've put multiple offensive linemen or defensive linemen or whatever you would have played. I'm assuming you would have played offensive lineman or something.
I would have been receiver.
Oh, okay.
About 200 pounds. 200 pounds less. Yeah, burner.
And the fact that we put big guys in the league as of late. We just found out we were tied for first in the league for putting active defensive linemen in the NFL. Yeah.
Oh, good.
So that's what we would try to push really hard, and how you would fit in our scheme, and try to get you to see like there's more to life than what you see your homeboys doing, what you see your friends doing. There's a bunch of stuff out there that's you have access to if you come and do it right.
Yeah. Oh yeah. All right. I love that.
With the college football evolving so much, how has recruiting changed over the past years with the NIL?
Man, it's a whole different ball game now. When I was coming out, or even let's just say about 4 or 5 years ago, it was different. Now it's more about what can you do for me, or how much money can you put in my pocket soonest. It's no longer about like I'm going to the school because I like this school, or my parents went to this school, or I have a relationship with these coaches. It's about who's talked to me the most, who's winning the most, and who has the biggest checkbook. It kind of ruins a lot of the growth of some players, I think, because now there's no point in being patient. I can just go somewhere else and they'll pay me the same amount of money or more to come there.
Okay. All right. So for young athletes who are moving to the next level, be it college or the NFL, what advice would you give them?
I think I'll just come at it at this angle. A lot of people mess up when they get into schools or get into their college programs by not having time management and taking it serious. You know what I mean? In terms of sports, I would say time management and getting into the playbook is the biggest things that you can do coming in as a freshman. that's just what's going to put you on the field the quickest. You can be talented, but if I can't trust you to, do the right thing, then I'm not going to waste my time and put you on the field, because then you're going to get me fired, and I'm going to have to go home and explain to my family, what I'm saying, why I can't pay the bills anymore. So,
Absolutely. That's right. Yeah. That's right. So, Tyler, we have one more question here, and then we have some in the audience for you. But what's next for Tyler Jones?
So I'm doing recruiting right now. I'm actually being trained up to become our new NFL liaison, kind of director of student welfare.
Right.
Just kind of. So that's what's coming next, and then long term, I want to be a GM, man. I want to run my own show, run my team, be able to kind of give the chances and opportunities that somebody gave to me to somebody else.
Oh, I love that. I love that. Yes, yes. We definitely need you to be a GM, because, when you're a GM, then, Pick 'em Pros can be one of your go-tos to come in and, help promote the team.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
All right. We have a question from the audience.
Yeah. Full disclosure. I can neither confirm nor deny that I was put up to this, but with all the experience that you have in football and dealing with different stars and playing in different levels off the field and onto the court, if you had to have that debate on who's better, Michael Jordan or LeBron James, who would you pick?
Great. I'm an avid LeBron James fan.
Yeah. Oh my God. Wow. Yeah.
Appreciate you for that.
Exactly.
Nice.
Thank you.
Great question.
Right here.
Yes, sir. Big LeBron James fan.
Now we have to give it to him. Yeah, he is the man. He's doing big things. All right, Eddie, you good? Okay. Well, Tyler, man, you've been so gracious with your time. We really appreciate it. Man, it's a pleasure, and we can't wait to continue to watch you throughout your career. And to be here alongside you, my man.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Tyler Jones.
Appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you, man.
Right.
Nice to meet you, man.
All right. Man, that was phenomenal. It was great talking to Tyler Jones. And, man, that's just learning the ins and outs. Because there's so much that, as fans, there's so much that we don't know. And we understand why sometimes athletes get aggravated when fans talk, because there's so much that we don't know. So it's nice to learn from their perspective what really goes on behind the scenes. Yeah, it's great to hear. All right. Well, we are going to introduce our next guest in just a moment. But before we do that, we want to let you know that we have many shows here at Kings. Big shout out to Kings. Thank you for having us. So this is the last time we are going to be in this area of Kings. So going forward, all right, all of our shows are going to be in the back in the VIP area of Kings. All right. You will have to have a paid ticket to get in. And it will include food. It will include bowling. It's going to be an amazing experience. So the dates are out now of all of our King shows through the Super Bowl next year. The tickets for our next show, the April show, and you know how fast they sell out, okay? They are going on sale on Tuesday, 7 p.m. Tuesday, 7 p.m. And again, if you do not have a ticket, hey, you can be in Kings, but you won't be in VIP. All right. All right. So we hope to see you in VIP with us. All right. Are you ready for our next guest? Come on. Are you ready for our next guest? All right. Come on now. Come on. Show some love. All right. We have second time on Pick 'em Pros. So you're doing big things when you're on here for a second time. We have an upcoming golfer, a sophomore out of southeastern Raleigh. All right, she is doing so many things. The winner of the Under Armour tournament and many other tournaments. She's going to tell us about her summer and all the things that are coming up next season. Put your hands together for Live Under Par, Olivia.
You'll get it tomorrow.
All right. What's going on, Liv?
Hey, what's up?
All right. We got you back.
Yes.
So yeah, we have a number of questions for you today, but I believe you've had a pretty busy season, even busy day. Weren't you coming from somewhere else to come on over here?
Yes, I was at a church event earlier today. I got an award for being recognized for doing extraordinary things, because it's not like you see people of color playing golf. So that was like a big thing, especially young girls. So.
Love it. So tell us, Liv, just tell us about your plans. So you're a sophomore. You'll be, no, the time is flying. You'll be a junior next year in high school. All right. And you are going to be, I know, in many camps. And then you have the season coming up, because the season, I believe, for women is in the fall.
Yes.
For golf. So just tell us about your summer and then this upcoming season. What you gonna do?
So first and foremost, I'm gonna be in way more tournaments than I was last year.
Okay.
I'll be participating in Tiger events as well as drip golf, a little bit of Peggy Kirk Bell from time to time. I'll also be going to the UNC Chapel Hill golf camp. So I'll be staying there overnight. So I'm super excited about that, because that'll be my first overnight trip, like golf-wise, without like parents or anything.
Oh, without the parents.
It's really fun. So I can't wait, and especially to like talk with the coaches, because this summer, sophomore summer for athletes in general is like really big, because that's when we can start talking to coaches. And so it's just an exciting process to figure out where you're gonna go.
Oh, that's fantastic. All right. Yeah, I know your parents are very proud.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you have any like pre-tournament routine or superstitions before you play?
I have a pre-tournament routine, not so much superstitions. The reason why is because, like, I'll use Rory McIlroy for an example. Like, with him, he's like, oh, if I don't compete on a Tuesday, I'm gonna do bad, but I compete really well on Mondays. So I really don't believe in that. I really fall back on more so me staying consistent and practicing more. So I know if I've been practicing and I'm consistent, I'm staying on top of my things, I will be okay. It's nothing to worry about. But for pre-practice routines, just stretch in the morning, have a good meal, have a good protein. Of course, praying in the morning for me, that's like a big thing. Always saying a prayer before and after. So yeah. So that's about it really.
Love that. Yeah, I need to incorporate some of that into my pre-golf routine. And especially the prayer part.
Yeah, that's really important to have like faith to fall back on. Because I know a lot of athletes, especially in golf, I don't know why, but they're not a fan of that. So it's to each his own, but you can't do anything with God. So
love it. All right.
So what was your proudest moment on the golf course so far?
My proudest moment on the golf course is when I won, when I was announced the winner of my conference last season, because I worked really hard last season to make a big difference from freshman year. Freshman year, I felt like I could have done way better. I didn't go to states. I expected to go to states. I expected to be in the top 10 and everything like that. But this season, I placed 7th at regionals, and then I went to states, and I'm in the top 50. I made the top 50 at states. So I did really big things, and then I dropped 5 strokes from my game, which is really big, because it takes a lot of work to do that, because it's not easy. So I did really good. I stayed in the 30s consistently last season, and on senior night, I shot a 78, which is pretty big, because nobody else shot a 78. So I whooped everybody. So I was so happy about that.
Wow. Oh, man. That is great. That's great. Yeah, 78. Add a little bit to that, and that's about my score. But, all right, love that.
Add a lot to that. That's your score.
Lots of that. So, golf requires a lot of patience, as you know. We all know requires a lot. So, when I'm having a bad day on the golf course, my solution is to throw the clubs in the lake.
Yeah.
Right. But that's me. That might not be the best. So for you, someone of your caliber, right? If you're having some challenges on the golf course, just how do you manage that? How do you reset?
Well, recently I've been working on like taking deep breaths and just going back to like your basic routines. I feel like a lot of golfers, as anybody who golfs, when you make a bad shot, you're thinking, oh, what did I do wrong? Blase. And then therefore it just creates more problems. So I just focus on going back to the basic routine and everything like that, trying to keep it positive, because it could go negative really quick. And especially for golf, because it's a mental game. Like It's really a mental game. And if you're not good mentally, it ain't gonna be a good round for you at all. So
Not at all.
But just staying positive. having faith that you're gonna get through it. You're gonna get through
Stay positive. Yeah, Diego. Stay positive out there, man.
it. Yeah.
So speaking of Diego, so he's going to be teaming up with you in our TNT Golf Classic next week.
Yes, we are.
Yes.
Win.
So
Win
that
too.
we're going to have the Pick'em Pros team, which you will be headlining, but Diego's going to be on there. So what are your chances of winning?
We're gonna do good. I mean, I feel like the main focus is to have fun.
Okay.
But with me and another good friend of mine, he's going to be on the team, and another good friend of mine, Amira, she's going to be on the team. So we'll be okay. It'll be a fun thing, but we're definitely going to take it seriously because the Duffers have been talking a lot of smack.
Okay.
So they think they're going to beat me, but it's okay to have hopes and dreams and stuff. You know, it's all good. It's all good. So yeah, but we're going to have fun regardless. You know, that's all that matters.
That's right. That's right. And you know, he might be watching right now. But
Hey.
the Duffers and David Thompson, if you're watching, no, you've challenged us in around the golf. And I don't fight fair. Okay, so I went and brought some reinforcements in. So I've got live under par. So David, you've got no chance against us. So we'll see you on the course next week.
Yes.
So you mentioned Rory McIlroy. Is he the golfer that you like the most, or who's your favorite golfer?
He's okay. Like, he's a good player. Don't get me wrong. I mostly look up to Renee Powell, and it's from way back when women were just getting into golf. I look up to her the most because of what she had to go through, how she didn't let certain stuff get in her way, and she kept her composure and didn't lash out. So I really look up to her because me being a female in golf, I've going through similar things as she's doing. So that just shows me that keeping your composure, not necessarily speaking out, but just like working with the flow, eventually would just pay off. So I really look up to her the most.
Okay. All right. Love it. We'll check her out.
Yeah.
Yep. Last for you.
Would you have a favorite course that you played on?
My favorite course will be Carolina Country Club. I'm obsessed with their practice range. It's like really, really, really nice. And then there's a lot of like good junior kids out there. And so it's just like great energy and everything. So it's really, really, really nice. And the course is beautiful. So especially when like the sun is setting too. It's gorgeous scene.
Ooh, okay. Yes. So coming from a golfer, I love that question, Diego, because amateurs, all courses are beautiful to us. So you see all types of courses. Yeah, definitely. So what? One last thing, kind of to piggyback on that. What course have you not played that you would just love to play? What would be your dream course to play?
Pinehurst number 2. I've seen it. Like, I've played the Cradle and everything because States was at Pinehurst number 6. So like we saw all the Pinehursts that were like in that area. Okay. The Pinehurst number 2. It seems like a beautiful course. I heard their greens are like really fast. Oh yeah. But it's I've been there. I just haven't played it yet.
Okay.
I will one day though.
Oh yeah, you will. Oh yeah. Yes, you'll definitely be playing on television for sure. All right, Lexy, what's going on?
I'm her sister.
Oh, I'm sorry. You look just my bad. What's your name?
I'm Maribel.
Maribel. Hey, thank you for being here. You have a question for Olivia? Yeah. All right.
Hi, Olivia.
Hi.
What inspires you to have other girls become athletes? Because I've been wanting to become a volleyball player, and I'm kind of doubting if I'll make a team or not.
What inspires me? That's a good question. To be honest, seeing, and this might sound weird, but not seeing a lot of girls in sports. So it kind of like gives me hope that I can do that and push through, but also like seeing women that are also in sports as well, like now how they push through and how they could show like, hey, we could still do this. It doesn't matter if we're like a female or not. We could still push through and succeed and just be great.
Ooh.
Hi.
So impressed with you.
Thank you.
I have had the biggest smile on my face watching you. I started the women's golf tournament for the ACC probably back in the 90s. We only had 4 teams. And I know for a fact that women's golf or girls golf, there are not enough people playing golf to handle all of the schools that have added it. So scholarships should be coming to you by the million.
Yeah.
You are one of the most impressive young ladies I have seen.
Thank you.
And I just want to tell you this. I have made this statement to a room with Jackie Joyner-Kersee, who was the best in the world, with Dawn Staley, who's one of the best basketball. I'm going to make it to you. You're going to be the best in the world.
Thank you.
Day.
Thank you.
Thank
you.
Wow. Wow. We dropped the mic on that one. We just end the show. Show is over, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Yeah, I got chills on that. Yeah, that's wonderful. Yes, thank you so much, Ms. Todd, for sharing that. And yeah, we are extremely proud of you.
Thank you.
So thank you. We will continue to watch your career. Your handle on Instagram, everybody follow Liv on IG. Her handle is on the screen at Liv_underpar. Follow her and let's cheer her on, support so she can continue to be the best in the world.
Thank you.
Just put your hands together for Olivia.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Thank you. All right. Wow, man. Beautiful show. Thank you all again for being here. We really appreciate your support. It's great to see everybody here. And I want to give a special shout out to those in the crowd here. Special shout out to the Gridiron Gang football team. Yes, let's make some noise. Yes, we are sponsoring the team, and Z is going to be on our show in April. She's going to be on our show in April. So yes, cannot wait to have you on. We're going to follow you all year long. We also want to give a shout out to a couple folks that have come down from Ravenscroft. All right, let's give a big shout out to Alex and shout out to Harry. Big shout out. Thank you. Oh, and Noah. So Alex, Harry, and Noah, thank you so much for coming out. We really appreciate you. Thank you so much. All right. Okay. So we are going to bring Christopher Davis back on in just a moment. But again, we want to advertise our upcoming shows here at Kings. Again, the next show is Saturday, April 26th. We will be back in VIP. It will be an unforgettable night. We're already lining up the guests. We already have 4 of our guests. Okay, so we cannot wait for that. It's going to be an amazing night. Okay, and one of our guests, we're going to go. I already told you one, Z from Gridiron Gang. We also have another guest that I want to tell you about. All right, we are going to have Mr. Devin from Power Slap, Devin Jenkins of Power Slap. Has anybody heard of Power Slap? The Power Slap, it is one of the fastest growing sports. Okay, one of the fastest growing sports in the world right now. And he is driving up from Atlanta to educate us on Power Slap. He is a dude that you do not want to mess with. All right, so we cannot wait to hear him talk about the game, his training, how they go about Power Slap. And we're probably going to have 2 tickets to the Super Bowl for anybody that can come up and withstand a slap from Devin. All right. So get your jaws ready. Get ready, do some exercises to get ready if you want to go to the Super Bowl. All right. All right, we're messing around. All right. Christopher Davis, why don't you come on and join us? Let's talk a little bit of basketball. Let's go.
All right. Let's do it.
All right. Okay, this is going to be fun. Now you're going to see a little more of our banter when we're in studio because we got some things to mess with Chris on. We're going to talk a little bit of NBA before we then bring Kelly on to talk about her career as an associate director of marketing with Duke Athletics, and then, of course, get into March Madness and give our Final 4 picks. All right. But, Diego, man, kick us off here, man. NBA, where the playoffs are around the corner. Okay, they're finally playing hard and getting ready. Okay, we slept through the first half of the NBA season, and now it's time to actually play ball. So, Diego, who is your sleeper team or teams going into the playoffs here?
I got a few sleeper teams. My first sleeper team is the Golden State Warriors. They're the 6th seed right now. And Steph Curry just got hurt. He might be out for a week or two, but he'll be back.
Will he?
Yeah, yes, he will. He'll be back. Then he'll be ready to make a big playoff run. So Warriors, that's the first team. Also got playoff Jimmy too.
Okay. Jimmy. Okay.
We got the Memphis Grizzlies. Grizzlies got a young team. Led by John Morant.
Okay.
Zach Edey. They got a bunch of other good rookies. Desmond Bain.
Yeah.
They got a nice team. I think they could possibly make a run.
Okay.
And then the Bucks. I think the Bucks could win a round or two.
Okay.
Because of Giannis and Dame, they got some star power and experience. I think they can make a little
run. Okay. All right. I like that. Especially the Grizzlies. I'd say out of all that might be my favorite one. I like the Grizzlies sleeper team. Okay. What about you, C-Pain?
Gotcha. Well, I would say in the East, I would definitely lean towards the Pacers actually. And having
what?
Just as a sleeper. With Tyrese Halliburton and how that offense has. I mean, I'm just saying, conference finals run last year. We can see it. Let's see, if they get a good matchup, and especially with, Tibbs running them guys. Okay, wow.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You're shocked?
Nobody wants to see the Pacers.
I'm trying to fix my face. The Indiana Pacers. Okay, for one, the ESPN is they're still laying people off because they lost so much money covering by the Indiana Pacers making the Eastern Conference Finals.
Oh, so you're saying it's a play that they're not gonna they're just gonna make sure that they get them out?
Wow. And then Indiana, man, yeah, I'm like I said, I'm just blown away by that pick.
Sleeper team. It's not like I said,
that is
like very asleep.
They might get swept.
But hey, now if they make some noise, now you're gonna have to give it to us.
I got dibs.
Yeah, you got to give it to us.
The other team I was also leaning towards is the Grizzlies. I would say that John Morant. It is leaning more to being Jaren Jackson's team, but John Morant, we've still seen him perform in the playoffs, so that's going to be very interesting. I don't know how I feel about the Wolves and them in the play-in and trusting Ant, and I feel like Ant's going to show up, but the rest of that team, I don't necessarily know. So let me step off the ledge, go for 2 less crazy teams that don't leave you as shocked.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. I like that. All right. So moving on from the sleeper teams, Chris, this is our time to mess with you, as we like to do. Okay, because you've been a Laker homer. All right, you're on LeBron. A lot of people here are Jordan fans, so we got that whole thing, LeBron Jordan. Okay, but that's okay. You're a LeBron guy, and because of LeBron, you're a Lakers guy.
No, that is not true. It's the other way around.
That's not true. That's false.
Completely the other way around. Okay. So growing up, I was a Kobe fan. Kobe retired. 3-1 happens. LeBron became one of my favorite players. He comes to my favorite team. I'm cool. We've literally been on the show where I was like, dang, when's this old man gonna retire? And then we get Luka, and now I'm happy again. So you feel me? I feel like I'm team first always.
Team first. Okay, so your favorite player just happens to show up on your favorite team.
Yep.
And now it's all perfect.
Yep.
And now you got Luka.
Yep.
Okay.
Embarrassment of riches.
Okay.
Weird.
But with all of that said, okay, because we don't think you're saying it with your chest because you keep saying, oh, Lakers, Western Conference semifinals, Western Conference finals, but we know that as round by round, you are going to continue to pick the Lakers when it comes down to it. So why don't you once and for all, in front of our live audience here at Kings in Raleigh, North Carolina, why don't you be a man and say the Lakers are going to win the NBA championship this year? Say it with your chest.
I am fully willing to say that the Lakers are not going to win the NBA championship. I don't believe it. Okay. Do you see how OKC plays?
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. I don't listen.
Yes.
As much as a big fan of the team I am very realistic. Do we have the guys to keep up with a team that talented when we are very top heavy with 3 very solid, great players, right? But again, very top heavy. Sometimes our bench doesn't decide to show up, and OKC has literally the MVP and a bunch of other really great players.
Okay.
So I would say that would be my conference finals pick. I would say OKC in 6, but I'm not believing in my Lakers. I'm sorry.
Okay. So Diego, let's bring you in on this. All right. So when the Western Conference Finals happens and it's OKC versus the Lakers, Diego, who is Chris going to pick once that happens?
he's going to pick LeBron and the Lakers.
Thank you. Thank you.
Y'all, listen, that's not happening.
Same thing with Lamar Jackson. Same thing with Lamar Jackson. You said, nope, Lamar's out of it. Lamar's out of it. And then the second Lamar finally had another good game, you were back saying Lamar was going to be MVP. You can't help yourself.
I can't.
You can't help it.
I can't. And I'm honestly, and I said during the MVP debate, right? I said, Josh, because of the two, he beat Detroit and Kansas City. I was like, hey, he got it. Like, there was nothing we could do at that point. I mean, the man scored 6 touchdowns in a game. Like, literally, there was nothing I could do, like, to stop him from being MVP this year. And, score shirt. Now, I am picking the Ravens to win the Super Bowl and Lamar being Super Bowl MVP, though. That one's going to happen.
All right. Yeah, that's right. Just like Diego with Bryce Young. That's right. That's right.
That's different. Bryce Young's a lot better.
Better than who?
But better than who?
Better than who?
See, okay.
No. You got to sit on that.
Wait. Okay, now this is what I forgot to say because you floored me so much with that Indiana Pacers take. All right. I was going to say that we have a no drug policy here at Pick'em Pros. All right. So I was about to submit you to get drug tested.
Gotcha.
All right. But now I need to submit my own son to get drug tested, talking about Bryce Young being better. So both of you report to the back so we can get our test.
We'll handle business.
Test results. And I'm gonna have to get some new co-hosts up here. All right. Because y'all are tripping. Okay. So let's move on to let's go ahead and make our conference championship picks. And then we're gonna bring Miss Kelly on. So Diego, who you got in the conference championship?
Conference championship, I got the Oklahoma City Thunder versus the Golden State Warriors. And I got the Celtics versus the Cavs.
Celtics. Yeah, you see me look at the Celtics. Celtics versus the Cavs. Okay. All right.
Yeah, and I got the Thunder beating the Warriors, unfortunately.
Okay.
I just think it's the Thunder's year. I don't know if the Warriors will be healthy by then. Because Steph keeps getting hurt. So
Okay. Thunder. Okay. Your mom might have a problem with that.
I mean, it's just he's 37. I mean, it's natural. But then I think the Celtics are going to beat the Cavs also. The Cavs they've lost 4 in a row.
So you say the Celtics are going to beat the Cavs?
Yes, it's going to be a Cavs OKC final.
No,
Celtics OKC finals. But
Celtics OKC final.
OKC win.
Okay, Celtics OKC final. Chris, do you say Celtics OKC as well?
Yes, I do. And
right. As of right now, until the Western Conference Finals come, then you're gonna switch your pick to the Lakers.
We gonna see. I'm still picking Celtics OKC though. Come on.
Okay. All right. Well, I also have the OKC Thunder making the NBA Finals.
Oh.
All right. But facing them, I've got the Cleveland Cavaliers beating the Boston Celtics and moving on to the NBA Finals. And I'm looking directly at one of our April guests who is a Boston Celtics aficionado who's going to come on and join us. So I'm seeing him give me the thumbs down. So we can't wait for that. But that's who I've got on that one. All right. Well, Chris, man, thank you as always. We can't wait to get back in the studio and do a deeper dive, get your deeper analysis. But we appreciate everything that you do for us, man. And we'll see you back in the studio.
Yes, sir.
All right. Shout out to Chris. Thank you, my man. All right. Put your hands together for Christopher Davis. No, I'm going to introduce All right. Ladies and gentlemen, man, this is a fire show. We cannot wait to bring our next guest on. All right, again, with our theme of this month with International Women's Month here. We are so happy to have Miss Kelly Marcolini. She was the former Associate Director of Marketing for Duke Athletics. She is also, if you have been in Cameron, all right, and as the game, as it gets crunch time, okay, and it's time for them to close it out, what song do they play? They play one of Diego's favorite songs. Shots. Yep. Shots. All right. And she is responsible for bringing that to us. So, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Kelly Marcolini. Yes. Hey.
Hello. I'll share more of that story later.
Yes. We cannot wait to hear more of that story for sure. Yes. So thank you for being here. We have been wanting to get you here for a long time, and now we finally have you here. We had to do it justice, so we had to do it in front of a live audience.
Yes, there's a lot of people here.
Yes.
I like
Great.
to be more behind the scenes normally.
That's right. Yes. So thank you for being here, and let's just start off by you just telling us how or who you inspired you to get into sports and pursue the great career that you have established in sports.
Yes, so my mom was an associate commissioner for the CIAA. So I grew up going to conference tournaments and all of that. I mean, my mom has pictures of me with cheerleaders when I was 2 years old, and they just took me on. So I grew up in the culture of athletics, loved it, and pretty much knew almost from the time I was, thinking about a career that I wanted to be in athletics. And all my internships, everything was always in athletics, and then was in it for overall after college about 10 years.
Wow. Yeah, definitely grew up. You grew up in sports for real. In it. Absolutely.
How is it working for a brand as iconic and with so much aura as the Duke Blue Devils?
Yes. The standard is high. The standard is excellence. It's not good. It's not great. It is excellent. No matter what the game is, no matter what sport you are working with, that is the standard. And so I think any of your big time programs are going to have that level of expectation, not just for their athletes, but for all their support staff as well. So that's what I would say is you are bringing your A game every day.
Yeah. I mean, just being on campus at Duke was definitely a standard of excellence. Just walking around there. When we were at the game yesterday, the women's game was on. And I believe they played Lehigh.
They did.
And it was halfway through the third quarter, and Lehigh had 12 points.
Yes.
And I was like, wow. Okay, yes, there's a talent gap for sure. But putting that aside, the level of effort that you have to put together, I don't care how much of a talent gap it is, to hold a team to 12 points halfway through the third quarter, you are going all out.
They are.
And that you just definitely tell there's a standard of excellence there. Yeah. So tell us about, just kind of take us through your career path to get to the Associate Director of Marketing at Duke Athletics, and maybe tell us about some of the sacrifices that you had to make to get to that point, as I know there are many.
Yes, there are many. So in college, I was a double major in marketing and management, did not specialize in sports because you just never know what life is going to hand you, which I'm very thankful I did. But did internships with a minor league baseball team. I actually went back and interned with the CIAA and worked their basketball tournaments while still enrolled in college. And so that was a lot of fun to work both of those things. And then after that, graduated in 10. That was, still in the Great Recession. I worked unpaid for a year to get a full-time job. Working pretty much minimum wage.
Right.
So that is a level of sacrifice that not many people are willing to do, but was working at Wake Forest for about 3 seasons and then moved over, down the road to Durham and was at Duke from 2012 to 2019.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Some serious sacrifices. Some that I don't know are even allowed anymore.
That one, thankfully, is not allowed. I am very thankful for all those that are coming into athletics now that they do not have to do that. It was not fun.
Yes.
What are some of your favorite moments at Cameron Stadium?
Oh, well, shots was a great one. The first time we did that, I tried to find the video of us the first time it hit, and there was a video of us going crazy for it, but I could not find it. The welcome back celebration in 2015 was a highlight. And I think the other big thing that I was so honored to be a part of, Elizabeth Williams, an amazing player. Her jersey was retired, and I did the entire ceremony. And so being able to plan that with her and with her family and the coaching staff, and then also have that execution moment to see a banner raised in Cameron for her was just really amazing.
Yes. Oh, wow. That is something. Yes. Round of applause. So going back to Diego mentioned it earlier, the song shots and just that time. Maybe just tell us about just maybe the format of, there's so much that goes into planning, I'm sure, a game, and then that moment when you get the crowd hype. Can you tell us maybe what that segment is called at the end of the game, and tell us a little more about that?
Yep. So to kind of even roll it back a little bit, a fun fact about Cameron is that there was no music outside of the band during the game until 2012. Until my supervisor at the time, and we started wanting to make some moves, update some things, and the band is great, but there are times we call them hot timeouts. When you're on a roll, the other team calls a hot timeout. You want that energy to stay at that high level.
Yeah. Okay.
And so we had started playing with some things, and as so happens, she was on maternity leave. It was me, an intern, and another person in our video department. Shout out to Mike Capetto and Kendall Butters. And we were just thinking about different songs. And as a joke, I said, we should do shots. And then my intern goes, I actually think that's a good idea.
Yes.
And Mike Capetto's like, let's make a video with it and see how it does. And so it was really, while, it said it as a joke, it was really a great group effort and teamwork to make that moment happen. And the first time that hit, the place went bananas. Yes. And then you can see me and Kendall literally losing our minds at the table for that. It was really special. It was so much fun.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So, tell us about, we know Miss Todd shared some amazing stories with us, and just the theme of the night has been amazing. Can you tell us about some of the difficulties that you faced in, being a woman in athletics?
Yes. Definitely I'm thankful for all the Trailblazers ahead of my time that made it easier for me even. But, there are different, styles of coaches that you will encounter, and some are more, I'll be generous and say old school in their thinking, and, they will treat you differently. And so I would always advise to not let that get you down, and to use it as a chip on your shoulder to show them that you're going to do everything. You're going to kill it and everything. And shame on them for doubting you. So that's what I would say, is to not let those haters get you down. But it's hard in the moments when you've been running so hard, and just because of your gender, somebody's going to not give you a shot. So, but don't let them get at you.
That's right. Keep pushing. Love that.
So who are some of your favorite Duke players of all time?
Probably my favorite of all time. I'm going to go Shane Battier. I just think the model Duke player, a leader on the court, leader off the court, just an amazing player, amazing human. So I think he would probably be my favorite of all time. And then, there's others. You have to do Grant Hill. Have to do Christian Laettner. He's the dog on the court.
Yeah. Oh, good. So what advice would you give to someone that is wanting to get into the business of sports?
Great question. Do internships. Always say yes to anything that they ask you to do, within reason, of course, talking about above board things, of course. But just take every opportunity to show them your work ethic, show up early, leave late, be there to help all the things. Don't look at any task below you. We had interns that didn't want to learn how to roll t-shirts. Well, do you know what? We need a lot of rolled t-shirts during games.
Sure do.
So, those are the ones that also get the extra opportunities when we need help in a basketball game, or we call those people that have been there. And so take those opportunities when they're presented.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Great advice.
Thank you.
Do you think both the Duke men and women will win the national championship?
I hope so. I picked them both. For women's, I think this is the best chance that we've had since I was with the team in 2012, 2013.
Mm-hmm.
So I really hope they pull it out. Kara's doing an amazing job. The men look so good. I think we were all, inhaling when we saw Cooper go down in the ACC tournament, and to see him play so great. So we're happy to have him back, and I think they're going to make a run. I'm hoping.
Yes. All right, we have a question from the audience.
Yes.
So I'm not sure if you've heard, but Derrick has said that Cooper Flagg is going to be the face of the NBA. How do you feel about that comment?
I think the NBA would be very happy to have Cooper Flagg as the face, as an up and rising star. similar to Shane, a good leader on and off the court, kind of has that great role model fit. So I think the NBA would be very excited for that.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And he has that dog in him. Mm-hmm. You can see it. Yeah, he's definitely has the game. Mm-hmm. So can't wait to see him grow.
Now I did bring a couple of souvenirs to show.
Wow. Okay.
Like to see.
Yes, please.
So I am also wearing my Duke men's basketball 2015 pullover. But I also worked with men's lacrosse while I was with Duke Athletics, and was thankfully there to be a part of 2 championship teams. So I actually brought my championship.
Oh, yes.
Pendants. So you can see that, along with the net that I was able to cut.
Oh, nice. Yes.
So some sacrifices. There was a lot of tears and hard work that went into these games.
Absolutely, yes, a lot.
And these seasons. But, you do get some really great experiences on the back end.
Yes.
So it is fun, but you do sacrifice.
That's right.
Yes.
Definitely do. Wow. Well, thank you for bringing that and showing us.
Show.
Yes. Well, congratulations to you for all that you have done. We are wishing you the best in your next chapter as you continue to move throughout Duke University and beyond. And it's an honor to have you here on our show. And we look forward to talking to you again. And also, we're not going to put you on the spot, but everybody that's been on here, we're going to hit you up. We've got a begging segment, all right, where we're going to beg and see who you can get to be on Pick'em Pros. But the catch is going to be you got to help get them on. But we're not going to put you on the spot. You don't have to say just yet, but we'll talk about that off camera.
All right.
Thank
you for having me.
All right, put your hands together for Kelly. Marcolini, yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Beautiful. All right, man. This is a special night. We are almost at a close. We've got a few things. We've got the y'all still want us to give away the tickets to the game? Anybody want to go? You do want to go? Okay. All right. Just check. Just wanted to check on that. Again, we will be at King's again. April 26th is our next show. Tickets go on sale Tuesday, 7 p.m. So you want to make sure you copy your tickets. Diego, who do you have in the Final Four? Who you got?
In my Final Four, I got Duke, of course.
Men, women. Which one you doing?
I'm doing men.
Men, okay. Men.
I gotta have Duke in there.
Okay, Duke.
Yeah, I got Houston, Florida, and then I got Michigan State.
Oh wow, okay, Michigan State.
I'm not that high on Auburn.
Okay, yeah, me neither. Okay, all right.
A guy with 50-inch earth.
Okay, all right. Now, what about other women? Who do you have in the women? Who's your Final Four?
I got Notre Dame.
Okay.
I got South Carolina, USC.
Yeah.
And
let's see. State.
Yeah, State.
Yeah, State. Okay. State. All right. Okay. Good. And who do you have winning it all?
I got USC.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, USC. Okay, I was thinking South Carolina. USC. Juju.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Juju. Okay. All right. We will see. We'll definitely see what happens there. Well, one other plug we want to mention. You may have noticed a lot of our new swag here, Pick'em Pro swag. All right. Where's Ben at? Is Ben in the crowd? Ben Jeanette. Ben is the creator of a lot of our new swag. Oh, hold on. Let me take this over here. A lot of our new swag. This one here is Pick'em Pros. As you see here, Ben designed this one. We've got a lot of great swag coming out. So that also drops on Tuesday. So when you get your ticket to be at our show, April 26th, upon confirmation, you will get a coupon to then go ahead and get your swag, and we will be launching all of our new gear coming out. So check that out. Make sure you check it out. All right. All right. So y'all ready for us to draw this raffle? Who's gonna win? Well, again, like Cardi, we're gonna put it off a little bit. We're gonna make you wait. Now, Cardi made you wait 5 years for his album. We're not gonna quite make you wait that long. All right, but we're gonna make you wait just a little bit. Just a little bit. All right. So to get hyped, because I don't know if I feel the right energy to get these tickets. These tickets are worth I mean, these are in the suite.
Yeah.
Right.
Suite,
All you can need is 2 games, VIP parking pass. It's worth at least $1,000.
Oh yeah.
Right, at least. Okay, so I'm gonna need a little more energy for this. So in order to get y'all there, all right, I think we need to hear the Pick and Pros anthem. What do you think? Get y'all ready. All right. Let's hear the Pick and Pros anthem. So we're gonna have the creator of the Pick and Pros anthem and the beat given to you by the future Grammy Award winning Tavares Davis. Let's go ahead and drop this Pick and Pros anthem.
Yes, sir. Give it up for y'all once again. Let's clap it up.
Yes. Give it up. Give it up. Give it up.
Yeah. Tavares couldn't be here tonight, but he's around. I pick him like a pro, global trying ball, talking pick and roll. We going up the score, touchdown. This is not a field goal. We the winning team champions when you walk through the halls. Come place bet with us, cause you know we gonna win them all. I pick them like a pro, global trying ball, talking pick and roll. We gonna up the score, touchdown. This is not field goal. We the winning team champions when you can place your bet with us, cause you know we gonna win them all. Look, yeah, this is a major play. We do it big in a major way. Diego be having the pick of the day. Here we come, don't care if you ready. We them boys, the gold is heavy. Top picks like cheese, no shredded. Number 1 is where we headed. I'm a grizzly, a bear like Desmond. I'm a Steeler, a Saint, no reverend. Get it paid is our profession. Do it big, it's now or never. I got game like I'm moving clever. We be hitting all different levels. Never stopping, we're hitting the pedal. Do it now, we ride on schedule. I pick them like a pro, global trying ball, talking pick and roll. We gonna up the score, touchdown, this is not field goal. We the winning team champions when you walk through the halls. Come and place bet with us, cause you know, yeah, I pick them like a pro, global trying ball, talking pick and roll. We up the score, touchdown, this is not field goal. Yeah, champions when you walk through the halls. Come and place bet with us, cause you know we gonna win them all. Yeah, bounce, 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 bounce. Yeah, it's the winning circle. Pick 'em Pros. Come on, clap it up for y'all. Clap it up for Pick 'em Pros. Clap it up for Kings for letting us do our thing tonight. I think we got one more. What we doing?
We're gonna do that at the end.
Okay.
Time to go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We close it out. All right. Cool. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are gonna bring up our another amazing woman in business here who is going to actually pull the name of who is going to win. So we couldn't do it. All right. So we wanted to make sure it was fair on the up and up, because we know some people may question the legitimacy of this drawing. So we had to bring a third party in to go ahead and pull this for us. All right. So without further ado, we are going to bring to you from Lexy's Bussin' Bacon, Lexy Gomez. Yes. All right. Here we go. So, Lexy, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm a little nervous.
Yeah, oh no, you are fine. You are just fine. So, no, we are so proud of you. We met you recently out and about. You and your beautiful family were out, putting that work in and promoting your business, Lexy's Bussin' Bacon. We understand that you have amazing cookies, treats, all types of desserts and delicious treats that are going to make me bigger. All right. But we know that I've had the pleasure of tasting them. They are delicious. But why don't you tell us about just how you started and where you're going with Lexy's Bussin' Bacon?
Yeah, so I started Lexy's Bussin' Baking back when I was 14. I'm 18 now. I started it to help out my family during some hard times. We're in a much better place now, thanks to the business.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you. But really, I gotta give all glory to God though, because without Him, it wouldn't have been possible.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Beautiful.
But I always enjoyed baking since I was little. When I was little, I would always watch the cooking and the baking shows. And my dad, he's a chef. He went to culinary school.
Ooh.
And I'd always watch him in the kitchen, see how I can help. And it was always an interest to me.
Yeah.
So I messed around in the kitchen. I took all the ingredients. They'll come home like, where's the flour?
Yeah.
I used it all. But yeah, I loved messing around with, ingredients and creating new things. And I turned it into a business because I wanted to do something that I love.
Yeah,
yeah. I tried working that 9-to-5 job, but it wasn't for me.
Yeah. And you're truly doing it. You're doing something you love and doing a great job, and it shows. It shows. Yes, yes. But Diego, man, now I think you took some of the treats. So I tasted it, but I didn't get to taste them all.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah. You stepped in and did that. So yeah. So I see you have a little something there. You want to show?
So this is my new product. These are my minis. My cookies are usually 5 ounces, so they're pretty big bakery style cookies.
All right.
But I launched the minis because I noticed people they like variety,
Yes.
So this gives them a good opportunity to try them all and still enjoy the thickness of the cookie, but in a mini version. So here I got some brookie cookies, some pistachio, cranberry, red velvet.
Oh man, look at that variety. Wow.
And I'm hoping to actually get these in the stores in the future. So you'll see these on the shelf soon.
Okay. Yes, we will. We will see them on the shelves. That is right. Yes. Well, I think our audience, we're gonna make sure that some lucky people in our audience get to get one of the samples here. So we'll make sure we give that out after the show. But yeah, so your IG is here on the screen, Lexy's Bussin' Bacon. Make sure you follow Lexy Gomez. Make sure you follow them. Make sure you order, and let's get her in the stores, y'all.
Yeah.
Let's get her in the stores.
Thank you.
All right. So we have a raffle here. Okay, we're gonna go ahead. We're not gonna put it off any longer. All right. So we have again 2 huge games tomorrow at the Lenovo Center. VIP parking, 2 games in the suite, beautiful view, food, different menu for each game. All right, so don't eat anything in the morning. Come ready to eat, and you'll be straight for the whole day. All right, so we're gonna shuffle this thing up. We're gonna shuffle this thing up here. All right.
Oh yeah.
Okay, and we're gonna give it to you to go ahead and put your hand in there. Pull out the name. 1,
2, 3.
All right, got it. Go ahead and read that in the microphone.
Ashley Mozingo.
All right, now you have to be present to win. So, okay.
Ashley Mozingo.
Okay, nope. All right, let's go to the next one. All right, ooh. All right. Oh, the suspense. All right.
Larkeisha Charlton.
Oh, Keisha won. Oh, come on up, Keisha. Come on, Keisha. Oh. Oh, man. You know what? This is very fitting. Yeah, let's bring the mic over there. Let's give her the mic. Wow, this is very fitting. Okay, for you to win, because again, everybody here, big supporter, everybody here loves Picker Pros. But I mean, you know what you have, and I'm just thinking of all the things clear, you've got the gear, all right. So you definitely are a big fan if you have the gear. But no, you opened up the office, let us present to a room full of people in the conference room. You constantly put our flyers up and do everything. So wow, it is wow. Wow, so congratulations. So the question is, so first of all, got a couple questions. I don't know if I want to ask you this and put you on the spot.
Please don't put me on the spot.
Okay, you know what? I'm not. I had too much love for you. You know, I'm not gonna put you on the spot. Just just explain your excitement for winning this a wonderful.
Very excited because I had no idea my name would be picked.
All right. Well, wow. Congratulations to you. We are going to have an amazing time tomorrow. So the first game is 12:15. All right. First game is 12:15. And then the second game is 2.5 hours after that, but it's all back to back. So we'll stay there for both games and have an amazing time. And you cannot park any closer to the building. You literally just park until you almost run into the building and then just walk in. So it's like parking at the house. All right. So we're good to go. So we will see you tomorrow.
Absolutely.
All
Absolutely.
right. Congratulations. Oh, wow. Well, hey, on that note, so Lexy, why don't you stay and rock with us here? To go out, we got Chucc Global is gonna close us out with, oh man, I love this track on Time to Go. Go ahead and close us out, Chucc Global. Let's get this energy up and celebrate this beautiful night that we have had here on Pick 'em Pros before we go. Take us out in style, Chucc.
We're gonna take
us
out
in style.
Going back for that nostalgic feel, and you don't have to go home, but you have to get out of here. So let's play the song.
Well, the DJ gonna keep spinning till 10. But
okay,
yeah, let's go.
Whoa, bounce, bounce. Put your hands up. 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 Whoa. Yeah. I need you to ride out and vibe with me. Look. Oh man, I gotta get it in the worst way. I'm talking gold around my neck like I'm in first place. It's like it's first day. And all my homies got my back like a vertebrae. These knuckleheads going global, what my shirt say. She let me for that first date. And I ain't going back and forth, this ain't first take. And getting money, we ain't worried about a heartbreak. Look, she don't want no other guy. Feeling like yay, I'ma touch her. Sipping on my wet, rolling up the married to the game, I don't want a bride. Whoa, she don't want no other guy. Feeling like, yay, I'ma touch the sky. Yeah, sipping on my wet, rolling up the eye. Married to the game, I don't want a bride. Whoa, look, I think it's about time to go. I think it's about time to go. I think it's time to go. I think it's about time to go. I think it's about time to go. I think it's time to go. I think it's about time to go. I think it's about time to go. I think it's time to go. I think it's about time to go. I think it's about, look, I took your girl, she is not mine. Yeah, we in the room and it sounded like hot fives. Hey, so you know I'm a winner, I'm the top prize. Globally the winner, you got 9 lives. Global be the greatest, other dudes the lamest. You know that I'm a vibe, she wanna be contagious. To them bleachers and put you in them stages. Other guy, feeling like, yay, I'ma touch the sky. Sipping on my wet, rolling up the eye. Married to the game, I don't want a bride. Whoa, she don't want no other guy. Feeling like, yay, I'm sipping on my wet, rolling up the. Married to the game, I don't want a bride. Clap it up for y'all. Y'all are beautiful. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Man, thank you, Chucc Global. Man, I love that. That's got that Pharrell kind of old school feel. You know what I mean? Love that, man. Love that. So, yes, check out Chucc Global on IG. Check him out. Follow him. All right, y'all. Like you said, it's time to go. DJ's going to spin till 10 o'clock. Network is so much excellence here in the room. Let's chill, mingle. All right. But we're going to close it out. So, Lexy, you're going to close it out with us. So, Diego coined this. Just like my shirt says, Pick 'em Pros. All right. All y'all going to do it. So, when I hit 3, we all going to go Pick 'em Pros. And we're going to close this thing out. All right. All right. Y'all ready? All right, let's go. Time to go. 1, 2, 3.
Pick 'em Pros.
We'll see y'all next time. Love y'all.